Webtalk Legends, another Q&A with Webtalk Legends. Now, we've got a few topics to discuss today, but we've also got a few new faces. So before we even get into it, I'm going to pick on Nikki first and ask her about how she's finding Webtalk and what do you think of it?
Hi, everybody. Well, honestly, whenever I first got started with Webtalk, it was
finding Webtalk and what do you think of it?
Sorry, you're delayed. It's coming through on my speakers here. But anyway, it was crazy because I signed up, and then like for a month went by, and I couldn't remember the name of the website. And so I was like, one day looking through my email, and I seen it, and I was like, oh my God, that's it, Webtalk Legends. So I got a Webtalk, and I got back on there, and that's whenever I discovered Webtalk Legends. And so, I checked it out, and then I read about, everything that's going to be in the future, with the grants and stuff that they're going to be doing with the money given back to each country that's actually, the revenue comes from. And I thought that was just amazing. I was like, wow, and then they've got all kinds of features that haven't even came out yet. So for me, to be able to earn money and refer people and have a new platform that's not Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or anything like that. And it's like new people are there too. So for me, it was, it's like a new discovery, I guess you could say. But, it's been interesting getting to know people on there and seeing, the different cultures and everything, because there's a lot of different cultures from around the world. And, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, definitely. That's what caught my attention too, is what they're adding in the future. Like, and it also, I just see it more of an opportunity because it's not there now. So, and I know the mind frame of people is so short-term focused that not many people are gonna think for the future. So there's so many less people actually taking advantage than there's going to be at some stage. Because we all know when something's hyped, everyone wants it. Like, everyone wants to buy a Bitcoin at the top.
Yeah.
When it's at the bottom, no one wants it, kind of thing. Yeah. So that's why I see Webtalk as well. I look at it really for that long term. Yeah. And anyone got anything to say on what Nikki was talking about? Yes. Or we'll just get jump to. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I joined in 2018, October 2018, and I was initially attracted to it by the fact that you could actually earn money from the social media platform. But I've kind of grown with Webtalk and realised it's got a lot more potential than just being paid for commenting. So yeah, I like the networking side of it. I like the fact that you can keep your business and private contacts completely separate, or combine them. It doesn't matter. I love that side of it.
Definitely. And we've got another new face here, William. So I'm going to pick on him now and ask him, how's Webtalk? What does he think of Webtalk?
Well, I joined back in August of 2018, and I think most of you guys know Steph Ray, and she introduced me to it. Hi, Atul.
Hi, Atul.
And ever since then, I've just been all out, referring and inviting new members. Back then, we didn't even have the pro packages available back then, or the ad rewards. So we've just been building for the future ever since the beginning, pretty much, and still going at it.
Yeah, it's
the beginning, pretty much.
I think I've got an echo now. Yeah. Can anyone else see that?
I think that was me because I was actually stealing the URL that way I can share it. So I had to get on there real quick.
It's all right. So we got 6 in now. Everyone's already spoke before. Hey, good morning, Webtalk Music. That's you. I was gonna pick on you too. That's Daniel. I was going to get you to talk about branding. So that was our first subject today, and it's building your brand. Now, the thing that got me onto this subject is something that Daniel actually was talking about with Marlon in an interview, and that was he used TikTok as an example, and it was a really good example. If you are building something inside TikTok, but you're only relying on TikTok, and TikTok crashes, does anyone else know you? Like, have you still got that brand that you've just built, or are you going to be forgotten? And that goes with Webtalk as well. So I really want anyone that's watching the replay, I really want you to understand whatever you're doing inside Webtalk, it doesn't matter if you come in for the money, come in for the connections, whatever you're doing. If you're only building on Webtalk, and only building on Webtalk, that's okay. But if you're not building yourself, like if you're not building your own brand and you're just simply on there to make some money, but you're not really worrying about what if Webtalk does crash? Like, I'm not saying it's going to. What if Webtalk does fail? Okay, is there a plan B? If I know you, if I seen you in Webtalk, am I going to know you outside of Webtalk? And that is your brand. So with everyone here, they're building a brand. Webtalk could crash tomorrow. I can still find all these people I'm talking to right now. I can still go to their profiles. I can still search them in Google to find them because they're building brands. And you can get banned from, like there's nothing guaranteed. Even people say an email list is guaranteed, and I still don't think that's guaranteed because your host is, unless you've got it saved in your personal computer. And any social media platforms can crash, anyone can get censored, anything could possibly happen. So, but the only thing that won't happen is the image you put out of yourself to others. So what is the image you're putting out? Does people want to come and find you if Webtalk goes down? I'm pretty sure I'm going to bring a lot of people. If Webtalk goes down, I'm still going to be found. Webtalk Legends will still go. Like, we'll just obviously adapt. But yeah, I just really want to stress the importance of building a brand. So I'm going to go through anyone that wants to speak about building a brand and the importance of it. Does anyone have something to say?
Well, I think that's really important. You know, it's good to have a foundation and to know where you stand in your brand and what type of brand you want to build. And if other people see that you're confident in what you want to do and in your business with what you're doing, then they're going to follow you and they're going to, invest with you because you know what you're doing and they can see that. So that's important.
Yeah.
I see the importance of building a brand, but I don't really know quite how to brand myself yet. So if any of you guys have got any ideas how I should brand myself, what I am rather than who I am.
Yeah, so that's why I put two subjects together in this episode. We've got building your brand and then self-awareness, because if you don't know who you are, if you're not aware of who you actually are and what you want to do, where you are heading, there's no way you can possibly build a brand. So it's like if you don't know your final destination, how are you going to get there? So you can't just you can't have directions for somewhere to head somewhere. I can't make it to America unless I know I'm going there. Like, if you know what I mean. Like, I have to know where I'm going to be able to find the way. So the thing I believe is the destination is really important. So your destination, your brand is your end goal. That's your end result, end goal. And you need to know that at the very beginning. So definitely, and I know Nikki's got a lot to say on self-awareness and that sort of thing. She just did a video on it, and that I do recommend go watch that one too, Aid. That will actually help you.
Yeah, that'd be great, because you're absolutely right that it's a bit like we were saying before we went live, that I'm doing so many different things. The end goal is to retire from my daytime job and make a living from what I do on the internet. But there's a lot of different things within that I'm trying to do, and I need to focus more on one at a time.
Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, sorry, go, Nikki.
Well, I was just gonna say, you know, if you spread yourself too thin, then it can become overwhelming. But you can also get wrapped up in one thing, you know. And then if you're only focusing on one thing at a time, and you spend a couple months on it and actually build it up, then it's easier for you to actually start building and build everything together. See, because I did the same thing whenever I was getting started marketing, and I made the same mistake of, you know, trying to do too many things at one time and never succeeding in one thing specifically at anything. And, you know, for like a year it went on like that. And then it got to the point to where I was like, you know, this has just got to stop. I got to pick something and stick with it. And so that's what I started doing with all of the things I was doing. I took a couple months and just stuck with that one thing and built it up for a little bit. And then, you know, it eventually got, you know, I got better at time management, I guess you could say, but more or less focusing on one thing. That's really the main thing you got to do after you make a decision and you decide that, you know, since you know what you want already, you got to decide where you're going. So if you're like, you're going to be a marketer, I'm guessing it's like affiliate marketing, and you're doing affiliate
Yeah.
marketing. I mean, it's pretty much, there is a difference between network marketing and affiliate marketing. Affiliate, you're just sharing links and you don't own the product or anything. Network marketing, you don't own the product, but you work with like a community of people and a network of people, really. And you know, basically the same thing, but it's the same concept too. If you're not focused on one thing at a time, then you're not going to be able to succeed at anything, because like I said, you know, you can't just spread yourself all over five different things, and you're just not going to be successful that way. Because yeah.
Yeah,
Appreciate that. Thank you, Nikki.
I do also, like right now, Aid, I do feel that you are building a brand, because you're coming here, you're speaking, you're letting people get to know you. So you're being honest. So you literally just was honest to everyone, and everyone sees that honesty. So a lot of people won't accept that they don't know where they're heading. Like a lot of people won't even accept it, acknowledge it, to be able to work on that. And by you being on camera right now and saying that, you are literally sharing your journey. So you are looking for your destination you want to head. So I do believe you are building a brand, and a pretty decent brand. Like I would definitely want to connect with you if Webtalk went, just because I know who you are. And I think your brand is more not what you are doing, not what you're promoting, whether it be one thing, 10 things, whatever you're doing. I think it's more who you are, how you are doing it. So yeah, you might have that one thing that you want to promote now and make financial freedom with it, but it's more of the way you are doing it and how you are doing it that's going to count in the end goal. If you're just promoting it just for retirement, but you're not caring about other people, then yeah, you're not going to build a brand. But you actually, I can see you're very genuine and honest, and you do care about others. So that is your brand, like in a way. So, and like Daniel said, he keeps the same name for everything. White Trash Connection, that's his band name, and that's what Daniel's shooting too. So he's also got the products he promotes to be able to promote his products. So he wants to make money from Webtalk. He wants to make money from these other products, but it's all to just grow himself. So it's all to put himself out there. And right now, that's what you're doing. You're putting yourself out there, which is building your brand.
I see that. Yeah.
And if you need help, you know, you want to make a logo or, you know, actual come up with a name or anything like that for a business, you know, that you want to do, then I can help you with that. I'm pretty good with the logo thing anyway, so.
That'd be great. Yeah. We'll have a chat away from the live and see what we can sort out.
Anyone else got Nalusa? You want to say something about building your brand? I know you've built a pretty decent name for yourself.
Well, I'm feeling very well. Well, as you know, I'm talking about love always. So yeah, you have to love what you are doing. This is important, you know. I mean, if you don't love what you are doing, you will not build any brand. I mean, of course, I have to be aware of myself. So how can I be aware of myself? Just listening to myself, listening to my feelings. What do I really love to do? what makes me feel excited. So what makes me feel excited, then this I'm going to do. And this I'm doing on Webtalk, whatever I feel. And I feel sharing unconditional love to the people. So on this way, this is my journey, you know? And what is my destination? Well, uh, finding happiness. And I find happiness every day when I see someone smiling, when I see someone feeling well because they see because they see me, because they are opening their souls to me. So this is my brand. Yeah. Being yourself, enjoying the journey. That's all.
I love that. That's so awesome.
Yeah. Living in the present moment. Yeah.
Yeah, and I do enjoy what I'm doing, although I'm struggling a little bit to brand myself. I am enjoying what I'm doing, really enjoying it, and I'm enjoying doing what I'm doing with all you guys with Webtalk Legends.
I think that's important in building a brand, honestly. As long as you're happy with what you're doing, it's not necessarily that you have to build a brand, you know, because like Scott was saying, you're already who you are, and it shows in every day. So, you know, if that's not something you want to spend time on right now, then, you know, you don't have to, honestly. It's like, you know, if you're happy, then no harm, no foul, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I'm also trying to move from the job I've been doing for the last 30 years into affiliate marketing. But obviously the job I've been doing for 30 years is what pays my bills. But I want to move the emphasis from that onto affiliate marketing. So it's a gradual process, and it's building a brand is a gradual process. You can't do it overnight.
Yeah, well, like what Nikki just said and what Nalisa said, like love what you do, and who you are now is your brand. So the way I like to see it is like energy attracts like energy, and whatever you putting out, like as I said, by you being here, you are building your brand. So it's not so much a brand, it's not a name, it's not a logo, it's not a picture, it's not a thing that you do. It's just who you are. Are you putting who you are out there? And I believe you are. I honestly believe you are putting who you are out there. And that most people, like not most people, but when people get sidetracked and they start thinking about money or points or something, you see them doing very unnatural stuff. But you are still being natural. You're still being you. You're still saying on your post what you think, how you think it, why you think it. And what that allows us to do is connect with you on a more deeper personal level and understand who you actually are as a human. So, and it's knowing who you are as a human that's going to make me come to you outside of Webtalk if Webtalk goes down. So, like, I might say brand building, but it doesn't mean like you're building Coca-Cola or some sort of thing like this. It just means self-awareness, being aware of yourself and putting yourself out there with, and like, yeah, I think you're doing a really good job. And who you are, like you said, you enjoy it. Like Nalisa said, you have to love what you do. Otherwise, you're not going to continuously do it. And if you are already loving what you do, you're going to do it no matter what platform you go on, and you're going to always put out natural energy. So
I think another important point, Scott, is I'm doing what you do, which is I'm doing what I'm passionate about, but I'm doing it to help other people. And Lutzer does that as well, and I'm sure everybody else here does. We're doing it for everybody else as well as ourselves.
Yeah, it's important to care about it because, you know, other people help you. They help you get through your day. And if you're having a bad day, then, you know, someone else can lift you up. Or, you know, like Scott was saying the other day about my energy, about, you know, he feeds off my energy sometimes, you know, because I'm so upbeat. And, you know, I mean, it all depends on the people you surround yourself with. That is really, you can really tell a person who they are by the friends that they surround themselves with. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all feed off each other, and especially with energy. And like, I feel like I don't know how to explain it, but by just being here surrounded by you guys, it keeps me going in a way, because I'm not just giving. So I do believe in giving. Like I always believe, give more than you get. But being around, we're all giving together, and it kind of I can feed off each of you. It's like I learn more from everyone else than I learn from myself. Like just the way others are, that sort of thing. I learn from everyone else more than myself. And I feed off them. So I might not make a lot of money or something from a post because you only get a couple cents or something. But the energy that's in the post, the comments, like certain comments, I'll feed off it. It gives me the motivation to do the next one, kind of thing. So it's seeing someone post in a worse situation as well, that I really feed off that. So I got a few friends from like Iraq and stuff, and when I see them post and they're grateful for what they've got, I see what they've got, and like it's like, well, I've got more than that. Like I should be really doing more. Like I should be giving more if I've got more, like kind of thing. So, and it really keeps me going. And that's what I did a few posts on it, a few blog posts on it, and seeing the real in the world is what keeps the world like going. Like you see all these fake people like all the time. So I could easily pretend to be rich, or I could easily pretend to pretend to know what I'm talking about in this topic when I actually don't, to sell a course. Like it's so easy to do, and it's so it traps a lot of people in situations they don't want to be in. It pulls people into platforms or programs they don't want to promote because it's just so fake, and they see fake and they think fake is real, and they think they can get that fake but they can really get that fake, but they can't. Like you can, but you can't. When someone is really fulfilled and really happy, they don't need to go and sell you their products. So and that's what I like about this community is I don't know how I got taken off so much off track then, but I thought to myself,
I was just listening to you, and I was thinking to myself, there's so many naive people in the world, that I guess they just don't have the experience in life yet that to where they're a good judge of character. Because I mean, for me, it's easy to see. I don't know if it's just a characteristic of mine or something, but I honestly I can see like right through somebody most of the time. Now there are a few people that are just good at what they do, or they're just a pathological liar or whatever you want to call it, and it's hard to decipher what they're actually what their goal is and what they're in what they have in mind for what they're doing. But honestly, it's easy if you just pay attention to their post, or try to look them up somewhere else, and you can actually find out more about a person if you go somewhere else and look for them, as opposed to just what you're seeing right there. And I always try to do my own research and make sure what I'm looking at is legit especially before investing in anything, but before believing anything too. So
yeah.
just going to quickly duck off the screen and put Marlon in, and then upgrade the account and come back in because we've hit our limit. I'll be back. Just
you got quiet.
Yeah, we've not actually heard a lot from Atul or Bill yet. Oh, and here's Marlon. So,
hey guys, how's everybody?
Hi, how are you?
good, thanks, Marlon. How's you?
That's good. I'm good. Good to see you here, William.
Good to see you.
Yeah, likewise. I didn't know there was a limit to how many people could jump on these lives with StreamYard.
I think it said 10 for me, but I guess Scott said that it was only allowing 6 to come in, so he's got to go upgrade it. That's what he's doing now.
Yeah, so hopefully he's going to upgrade and. Here we are. There's 7 of us.
Hopefully, there's no other latecomers. Hopefully, there's no other latecomers.
Now we can have 10. Yeah, I thought it was 10 as well,
Excellent.
but it's the next one. It's 10. Yeah, but that's all right. I can have 10 now.
Brilliant.
I should be able to remove this powered by StreamYard now. I don't know. I'll figure that out next one. Yeah, so there you go, Marlon. And you made me upgrade my account. I needed to do it. I put it off for long enough. You only get a certain amount of hours as well, so it's probably a good thing I did it.
Yeah.
So where were we up to?
We were up to, well, we went from brand building to self-awareness, and mainly because that they link together. Like, you can't build a brand if you're not aware of what your brand is, like who you are. So, and we talking about how not everything is a brand. It's like, it's not all a logo, it's not all a name, but it's who you are is your brand, and that's what we're talking about. And so, do you have any advice on this?
No, I just thought I was just sitting and listen to you gurus and learn off you guys.
We learn just as much as you.
I guess what I could add to it is, whether you agree with it or not, is usually when we think of brands, we think of those big corporations, like Amazon and Microsoft, and the logos and all that sort of thing, and that's part of branding as well. But when I think when you start online and you're on your own, right, and your brand is who people see. It's you. It's who you represent. It's who you are. It's what you stand for. And the best way to do that is to put yourself out there. And basically, what we're doing right here, we're building our brand, just being on these live streams.
And if someone doesn't,
in a way,
yeah, if someone doesn't know, Marlon, who they are, what advice would you give them to find who they are, to find what they?
What was recommended to me, there's a few, what I've seen online from experienced marketers, is that before promoting anything, the art of promoting without promoting, the art of selling without selling, the art of referring without referring, is to build your brand first and build your following simply by providing value that helps somebody solve a problem.
Because I see a lot of people that get into money. So money is a very fast-growing niche. You got like health and wealth. You got health. What is the 3 top niches to grow online? Is health, relationships, and money. Yeah. So out of them 3, they're
600-pound gorillas.
And people are, yeah. But I see so many that are just not interested in any of those 3 subjects. Because they want the money, they come into one of them. Or because they want the fame, they come into one of them. And you'll see with you got someone like, I don't know, who's the famous people we know? Beyonce. All right. So Beyonce's brand is her brand now. So if she was to change, like, everything she's built, like everyone that's following her, if she was to say, hang on, this isn't me, I've been faking the whole time, I've been doing it just for the money, for the fame, she can't do that. So when you, especially if you want to be big at something, when you begin building yourself with anything, if you are doing it in a way that you are not, you are signing your soul, because you cannot get out. Like, you are literally, the definition of signing your soul, that's what I think it is. It's because once you, I don't know, if I say I don't know, what can I be? A vegan. I always use this as an example because it's a really good example. If I say I'm a vegan and I went and built a big following of vegan followers and stuff, and then in reality I wasn't a vegan, I don't enjoy being a vegan, and one day I say, well, I really want a chop. What do you think's going to happen when I eat a chop? Like, everything I've just built is gone. Everything. Because the people that are attracted to me were not attracted to who I am. They were attracted to who I was pretending to be. And that's why I think it's really important to be yourself no matter what. And and that goes with anyone that you know out there online that is big, that is up the top. They've got to put that face on forever. And don't for a second think they're happier than any of us sitting right here. Like, don't never for a second think that person that you are looking up to, thinking that they've got everything, is happy. Because majority of the time they are not happy. They do not even know what happiness is. They'll sell happiness because they want your money. They want you to buy your course. They want you to follow them, this sort of thing. But they can never, ever take that mask off. They have literally signed their soul to do that for the rest of their life. So
I hear people talking about wanting fame and fortune. I don't want the fame.
Yeah.
I don't mind being known through things like this, but I don't want to be famous. No way, because you've got to wear a mask for the rest of your life.
That's kind of where I am. I mean, it's not really about the mask so much as, the critics that you have all these comments and all the haters that are like, oh my God, look at this, and whatever they say. I mean, I don't really know, because that's the thing that I guess kind of bothers me a little bit is not really what other people think of me, but how other people perceive me. Because they're never gonna really know who you are, and I mean, even though you show them a certain person or a certain side of you, it's still who are they to judge? So, that's always been my thing with being famous, and I've always, kind of shied away from doing videos and things like that. But, until recently, I've just actually, learned that it doesn't really matter, because if you're doing what makes you happy and you're helping other people, then it doesn't matter who sees you or what they think of you, because you're doing something to help someone else, and that's the goal. Then it doesn't really matter, you're not building a brand, or if you're into 5 different things at one time, because I'm a coach, I'm a network marketer, and I'm into crypto. I mean, crypto is it became like a hobby thing a long time ago, but it's something that I spend a lot of time on because I like to do it. And coaching for me is the same way. I mentor a lot of people in a lot of different groups and Facebook, and it's just it's really who you are that stands out. And if you are real and true to who you're being online, then your followers are going to follow you no matter what. So that's really important too. In order to build yourself up, really, it's just to be who you want to be, and don't try to fake it, because you'll never make it.
Yeah. And that ties in with what Aid was saying. A lot of never fake it until you make it, because that is the mask. And Aid was saying he doesn't want famous, but he's happy for people to know who he is. Now, if he was to get fame, it wouldn't matter, because he's happy for people to know. The key words he said there in what he said, just naturally said it, is he's happy for people to know him for who he is. So therefore, if he gets fame, it's fame for being who he is. So therefore, he doesn't ever have to take off a mask, because it's the real him. And so I think it's really cool. Like, I pick up on little things people say, without them realizing I pick up. But
I like what my sister's got on her profile. My sister Jen, she's got "Do you and you win."
Do you and you win?
Yeah, do you and you win, or be you and you win.
Be you and you win. Yeah.
Exactly.
Something like that.
A lot of people think they've got to be something they're not to win. Like, I want anyone that's watching, I want you to realize you don't have to be something different. You don't have to fit in to win. All right. If you fit in, you're going to blend in, if anything. But if you're being you, you're going to attract people to like you. And now, when you dig deep enough in yourself, there's so many people like you, so many out there. So instead of chasing fame, pretending to be something people want, and all of it is materialistic. None of it's real. So don't sign your soul for material items when you can literally get material items for being yourself, and just love your life. Atul, you haven't spoke any. You're normally big talker. Oh, that's why.
Now we can't hear you.
Sign language.
No, we can't hear you. I don't know why. That's probably why we haven't heard him speak, because
Yeah, he's probably been talking all the time.
He's like, why are these guys ignoring me? No, we can't hear at all. I don't know what it is. Oh, Rick's here.
Hey, Daniel's in the chat. Is that Daniel?
Yeah, he's in the chat. He was in, but his internet cut
Hey,
out.
buddy.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can now.
Yes, I can hear you now, Atul.
On this, I have to change mic before talking. So I just woke up and I just go down. After that, I just start. There is mic going on.
Yeah, we can hear something. Oh, wait. Sorry, why? Yeah, we can. Wait.
So I just woke up when the live started, and after that I was just listening what they are talking about and all. So this time is like 5:30 or something. So I'm just listening for now with building a brand. But what I want to say is that whenever you are online, you have to build your special identity. From that, people will know you, and it's more about building trust. If people don't trust you, they will not do anything with you, and they will not follow you. Like you were saying, like uh, wearing a mask or anything like that. There are people who don't like fame and all those things. They create these unique identities, like creating names like we are Webtalk Legends, and there are people on YouTube. They have created their name without showing. It's not like you have to show your face to be identified online. You can just build your brand. Like there are people like a coach's husband or something like that. They just created their unique identity. They put out their personalities out, because when they are people, they want to be free, and they don't want to be known in public for the thing they are doing, and they just put this identity on, and after that they will just wear a mask, or they will not show their camera or something like that. So it's after building a brand, you can also niche promote yourself, and you can also build. You can also promote something like building clothes or something, accessories or something like that. Many people do that too. So identifying yourself and building something is more than just putting yourself out. It's like you are building something, building trust, that people follow you, and after some time they will see you online, and then they know that it's you, even without having your name in front of them. They like Google. In short, nobody know what Google is. Now Google is a term that is being used for Googling, like searching something, and Google put a restriction on that. You cannot search the term I am Googling something, because it's getting known, it's getting too much known, and after a brand is getting known too much, there is a law that say that if a word is known too much and it gains its own identity, you cannot use that as your brand name, because if people start, yeah, you cannot use it as a trademark. Like if people start using Googling for searching, Google might lose its trademark, so they are restricting some words like Googling or something, even in websites. So it's a huge thing. So you can talk about it.
Yeah, I've also just thought of another point that I used to be really worried about what people thought of me, and now I really don't care what people think. If they like me, they like me. If they don't, they don't. Goodbye.
And that's how you get defined, right?
And by doing that, I'm finding that so many more people are becoming friends and enjoying my company, and I'm enjoying theirs. So that's kind of the other side of brand building.
Now we're talking to aid and not the person that was hiding aid away from the world.
Yeah.
Hey, going, Rick.
How's it going, Scott? Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you good.
Yeah, loud and clear.
You're the clearest.
Oh, wait, buddy.
How's it going? Yeah, I was trying to catch some of this while I was driving, but I didn't really get that good of a reception, so I missed probably the first 25 minutes. But yeah, that's as far as like my advice as far as the branding aspect of things goes is just, if you have like your core values that is synonymous with who you are, then you never have anything to worry about, because it's like, I've mentioned it before about like being the concept of being a product of the product. So that's like, if you are going from one thing to another thing to another thing to another thing, then you're going to be known as this person who just has 10,000, the person at 10,000 offers. And, what does that really stand for? But if like with my business with the marketing consultant, it's got like the core principles, which everybody needs to stem from. Okay. But that's where, if you're like, as far as building your own personal brand, as long as it's synonymous with a core value of like even 4 or 5 things, everybody's going to always attribute you to that. They know that if you're being a product of the product and you're sticking true to your core values, you can slowly branch out. That's where you always see people, famous people, taking on different, being sponsors or spokesperson for different things. But you still, look at that person as, what their original core values were. And that's why you were drawn to them to begin with. So when you get to that point, eventually, in the fame and fortune perspective of things, then when you start like some of these famous people that actually sponsor somebody else or whatever, a lot of people call it selling out, so to speak. It's not really that, kind of sometimes you'll see them where they're kind of selling out a little bit, but in most cases, you still attribute that person to why you were attracted to them to begin with, and that was whatever their core values are. So that would be probably my biggest input as far as developing your brand would be, is just make sure that at the beginning it's okay to change at some point, but don't do it on the drop of a dime, and make sure that, even if you do have your following, there's nothing to say that you can't either go online, like on a live stream, or even like if on your websites or your email list or what have you, and saying, this is what I'm going to be doing now, and it's still in line with what I'm originally doing. But then that way people aren't like, looking at you like, what the heck happened to this person? Why are they jumping ship and doing this now? So that's like, even a lot of the stuff that I've done, it's over the last 6 years now, it all still ties back into what I originally started doing. And so whether anybody that's been following me for that long period of time, they know that it's still in line with that. And usually that's what I do, is I will like notify my list or do a video or something and say, this is why I am going to be, this is going to be part of what I'm sharing now, because, and I kind of like tie it back into why. So yeah, that's my 2 cents worth.
Yeah, I know what you mean too. When you said that, a lot of people they build it up and then they get sponsors and that, because you see a lot of singers now promoting pump and dump scam coins.
Yeah,
like famous singers, like big 100 billion followers singers. So yeah, it's definitely, that brand definitely helps you to do that. But yeah, like Rick said, what's your initial brand you're building? Like, what's your core fundamentals and core fundament? Yeah. So, and that's like with Legends, the core fundamentals, they always stay the same no matter what we implement. So it's always the same, or the end goal of Legends, and same with Rising Entrepreneurs. I've got many products. I'm going to begin doing reviews of products and promote many different products, but the whole end goal of Rising Entrepreneurs will all be the same, and that is to grow myself in Webtalk and myself in Webtalk Legends now. So, but even though I'll be promoting a lot of products and programs, the main reason I'll be promoting products and programs is to cross promote in not sneaky ways, but just in ways that aren't so like, hey, I'm taking you from your product and bringing you to mine. More, you get more kind of thing.
Yeah. No, that's good because your stuff always ties in together. So that's even going from Rising Entrepreneurs to Webtalk Legends, it's still pretty much, it's almost just another way of rebranding, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, but it's still the core fundamentals is what you're trying to achieve and what you're trying to do. And so it's,
and Rising Entrepreneurs, it's because it is built in that promoting product sort of area. So I can use that to promote as we add features in the Legends, or as we any end goals that, like, because the initial reason was to build up a big audience with products, and then when I begin my, I'm not going to say the name of it yet because the domain's $2,000. I don't want someone to get it before me. But once I build that, I wanted the Rising to be big enough to promote that. But now Rising's already big enough to promote the Webtalk Legends coin, to promote Webtalk Legends, to promote Webtalk, to promote anything. So, like, that's sort of just one little tiny thing of my core, what I'm actually building here. So even Webtalk Legends is only just a little part that's going to play, like, it's a big thing, but it's only a little part of the bigger role, the bigger purpose of it. So that's why I'm not interested in making money on it, because it's only just to fill a certain role for my end goal. Everything I do is all linked to my end, where I'm heading.
Yeah,
as long as I don't die, I'm going to get there.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's just a piece of the puzzle. You know, another scene in the mural that you're doing, that you're painting on your wall there. So yeah,
I'm very actually, like, I might look all over the place sometimes, but I'm very organized with everything I'm doing. Like, I might be, like, even a lot of people seen me come in when I was heavily promoting Webtalk, which I still am. But I come in with a multi-level marketing platform, and the whole, like, the main intent of that multi-level marketing platform, yes, I helped them out a lot, and I got a lot in their trend line and that sort of thing, but I used that to build myself on Webtalk as well. I bring in a lot more marketers, a lot more targeted people to my network from simply saying, yes, I'm going to join your item, and yes, I'm going to promote that for a while for you. Like, and then by doing that, I tracked into a whole nother network, bring that whole network over to me, and I'll do that over and over again in many different products and that sort of thing. So and they'll all end up on Webtalk Legends. Every single product I go to, that whole product, not very soon, but one day, that whole product will know Webtalk Legends. Like, no matter what product or program or anything that gets brought out in the future, I'll be going into it and I'll be bringing them over.
That's good. It's good.
I think I'm the exact opposite of you, Scott, because I might seem to be organised, but I'm totally disorganised.
But we know who you are.
I know who I am. I'm the disorganised person from England.
Atul actually made a good point. You've built a brand when you can take your name out from in front of you and people know who you are. Atul said that when he was talking, and that clicked. It's true, because I could take my name off. You could as well. And our viewers, then they know who we are, like a lot of them. So someone could say, who's that guy? Oh, that's Abe. Well, that's Scott. Hey, that's Rick. That's Marlon. And that's your brand. So,
yes.
Exactly. And we've all built that brand since Webtalk Legends started.
That's what it's for.
There's a lot more people on Webtalk know who all of us are now than they did before Webtalk Legends started, which has got to be good.
Exactly what it's for. Exactly what it's for.
For better or
If
for
you want a
worse.
network, you come
I'll
to
drink
us.
some.
We'll get you known.
Sometimes people brands become too big that people don't know the person's real name, but they know them from their brands. Like I was watching a financial channel from USA. I think he's he's entering into politics, and he tried to co- uh, he tried to go into the election and stuff with his brand name, but he lost. And most of the people are like, they if you are building something like brand, then they know you from your name online, and they might not know you from your real name. Like there are people like I don't remember the name. Let's say name B. There are people who are known from their name B, and after some time, when they go outside and they are just going around having fun, and people will talk to you with your name B when your real name is name A. So
Yeah,
it's like
initials
that.
always pick up. Like I was gonna say when you said that, RJ. I don't know if everyone wants him to be known as RJ Garbarix or RJ because everyone that talks to me knows him as RJ now.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be like people are gonna know him as RJ. They're not gonna know who name or that sort of thing. So yeah, it is true. Like whatever your brand is can end up being your what everyone knows you as, but
Right.
why not?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, private chat. Yeah, so it's pretty late now. We've got like 10 minutes. So I did say on my I'm lost. Yeah, I did say on the thing that I will go through Webtalk Legends. I just want to explain to the viewers just the YouTube layout and the intent behind it. So like I'll quickly share the screen and I'll do this and then we'll come back and chat. So just so I don't forget to do it. Share. That one. I always get lost. I hate this part. All right. So everyone can see the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyone that's watching and they've probably seen that we are bringing out content that is not Webtalk based content, but it's always going to be self-improvement. So every content we bring on this channel, so Webtalk Legends, the one you're watching, it's always going to be Webtalk based content. Now, if I scroll down on this channel, we're going to have it organized. So we're not sort of working on everything's in order as we upload it, but it's going to be all in order with playlists and that sort of thing. And this is going to help with the algorithm. When someone watches something from a playlist, the next playlist comes up in recommended. So no matter what niche you're in, it's going to come up in the recommended next after that. And it's going to get us a lot of few times like this. Now I'm probably going to move this one. So you see, we're going to have like Webtalk Lives, all going to be organized. So like Webtalk Live Q&As, Webtalk Live Podcasts, we're going to have a lot more coming. Now, these are examples. These could change, okay? So the name of the playlist could change, and there's going to be more. So there's not just going to be 5. I did 5 just to show you the layout. So if you go there, and then people are going to be able to come in and get our lives updated in real time. They're also going to be able to go to Webtalk Help. All the Webtalk Help is not only going to be on the Webtalk page organized and on the Webtalk Legends page, but it's going to be on this YouTube channel very organized as well. And you can see everything's going to be just a click away for anything that you need to know in whatever niche. And it's done in a playlist, so that way it gets recommended the next one on the playlist for any viewers that. So if one person was to come in here and they're new to Webtalk and they watch one of the Webtalk basics, the next Webtalk, the next one in Webtalk Basics playlist will be recommended to them, and it's going to play automatically next for them. And that's the beauty about playlists, and that's why we're setting it up like this. Then, but you go down, we're going to have like online success. So I'm currently looking for people to do a lot of different training and a lot of different niches. And you can see here we're going to have like Facebook and Instagram training, YouTube training, email marketing training, and it's going to go on. So in time, there's going to be so many more. You're just going to be able to go across like that. But for now, we've just got this for the preview so people can see what we're doing. And then down here, you can see another one, self-development. We've got motivation. This is Daniel Todd. You need to do some more, Daniel. This was really good. And then got like meditation music. Now, this is pretty easy to do. It just takes time. But we're going to have this sort of thing. And then self-awareness. Now, this one Nikki did. Now, we're going to have anything to do with self-improvement, anything to do with making money online, anything to do with any of that sort of stuff. We're going to bring in creators to do that, or in time, when we've got enough revenue, we'll buy people to make up a playlist and that sort of thing. So if someone's into meditation, they might not even be on Webtalk, okay? But because it's on this playlist like this, they're into meditation and music, and by it being on the playlist, they don't have to be a Webtalker to get the next one recommended to them, and the next one that is recommended to them will be the next one in our playlist. So that's how we're going to get a lot of watch time. And we are sharing, we're going to be putting 70% in time. Like, this is the plan, 70% into the coin. Now, there's something I want to make up with the coin to give that to our subscribers, but not only our subscribers. So there's going to be many that are subscribed from something like the meditation playlist to see more meditation videos, but they're not on Webtalk. So the ones that are going to be getting a share of the 70% are going to be specifically the ones coming to these lives, like this Q&A lives, and the ones that are web talkers. So only the web talkers are going to benefit from the revenue generated from any of this. And by doing this, we are doing it in a way where we don't put our web talk links, so no overflow of web talk signups come to us, okay? Because we don't want that. We want this. So the idea is web talkers are going to help us boost this in the algorithm in the initial stage by giving the watch time, by giving the likes, by giving the comments. This will boost it up in the algorithm for all of these different tags in time. So it's going to be like a compounding effect. And then those that are boosting it in the algorithm, and only those that are boosting in their algorithm, gets, just stop sharing, they get a lot of revenue. So to share the revenue with every single subscriber, that's not going to be much money. But to share it with just the ones helping us boost those specific videos in the algorithm and get more subscribers, that's going to be a lot of money in time, because there might be 1 million subscribers from, let's just say, all of the different playlists and all the different niches, but only 100,000 of them are actual web talkers. And in that 100,000, only 10,000 of them are in the program where they're getting the coins back that we put 70% of the revenue into. So it's going to be a really good money making. Like, I don't want to talk about this as a money making opportunity, but it's going to be a really good thing to bring a little bit of extra cash and could potentially get large. Now, with the 30%, so the 70% is going to go into that, into paying back you guys, but the 30% is going to go into more content. So the 30% is I don't want a cent of it. Like, that's not what Webtalk Legends is about for me. Webtalk Legends is, as I said, it's just a part of my bigger plan, and that'll be revealed as it needs to be revealed. But yeah, so I don't need any money. So the 30% will go into growing the channel, and the 70% will go to you. So anyone that's watching these lives, anyone that comes and shows up to our thing. So that's, I think probably right now, if I had the coin set up and stuff, there's probably about 100 people that are going to help boost the algorithm for all them videos, all them playlists. Like right now, if I was to set it up, and that alone is going to really boost it. Like, if you imagine when a video comes out and 100 people watch it instantly the whole way through, like it, comment, that just got another 5-10 subscribers from outside of Webtalk that are now paying that 100 people. And so the compounding effect on this is going to be pretty large. So I think I've explained it. So that's the YouTube idea. All right. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yeah, I think so.
Anyone got something to say? Something to add? Some ideas? Anything?
What was one? I was just gonna say real quick. When I noticed when I was on YouTube before I got on here, it wasn't allowing me to comment or interact at all. It showed us live, but it wasn't. The comment section wouldn't come up at all because I was gonna make a comment on there about what you were talking about.
Were you on phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to go to chat when you're on a phone, because why it's live, there's no comment section. There's only a chat. So you've got to go to the chat.
The chat.
Because Daniel's here now commenting, but in the chat. So, but once the live's finished, then the comment section comes.
Well, you can do it on the. It's at the bottom where you go to where you see the description for the channel. Like at the bottom of the actual video that's going on, there's like if you click on where it says, I think it says description, but it's got the toolbar thing, and it's got an option to go into the live chat, and it pops up while you're still on the video. So.
Okay.
Yeah, not sure. The phone. I don't like phones. I like.
I'm gonna have to do more videos with my phone, because a lot of people they're on their phone all the time, but a lot of people are on YouTube on their phone, and mobile is it's a good way to upload too. So
it's good actually, because I do want to at some stage have some phone training, especially with Webtalk. Because I do a lot of like laptop training, but never no phone training. So anyway, I think we'll finish this up because we're on our hour mark now. So anyone got anything to add or something? Like we've went through our topic.
See everybody, and I will see you guys next time. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. I got my
you can stay if you, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
I just want to say thank you for all the help and advice with the branding. It's given me some good ideas.
And we'll be
and that's all it takes. So, like, I'm different to Atul. Atul's different to Marlon. Marlon's different to Rick. Rick's different to William. William's different to Nelisa. Nelisa's different to Nick. We're all different, but by listening to all different opinions and all different perspectives, I always say that word wrong. Perspective or something. Yeah, by listening to all different ones, it's only going to take one thing one person says to click something, and that's why it's really important to listen to broad range of, because listen for and against. I always critically think it. Like everything I say, criticize me before you take on anything serious. Like really, like criticize me, because the only way you're going to find truth is if you criticize what people are saying, and people don't criticize. A lot of people, they just follow blindly. So you've really got to criticize me to understand if I'm telling the truth, and look it up. See if I'm telling the truth. Like, I'm happy for anyone to call me out at any time. I've got a playlist for it. But, yeah, definitely all it takes is that one light bulb to switch, and then you will have your own perspective, and you'll be sharing that to other people later. And then that'll...
It's given me a great idea for a post, a spotlight post. So watch out for it.
Yeah, and this is great because we'll bring in our own perspectives, and basically, we've all got something to contribute, and we're all learning of one another. There are some things that others know that you may not know yourself, and by sharing our perspectives on different things, and today's about branding and awareness, we might learn one or two things from somebody else who's sharing their perspective. It's good.
And that's something I believe as well. I believe no one is wrong. Like, I don't believe anyone is wrong. They're just different. So everyone does it a different way. Whether that way suits you or not is up to you. See?
Right. And when you're building your brand, it is ultimately is to get people to know, like, and trust you. And basically the fastest way to do that is through video marketing. And especially with the live streams. And of course, not everyone's going to know, like, and trust you, but those that you do, those are the ones that you you nurture and help.
It's a bit hard not to trust someone that's on a live stream because they're literally putting everything out there. Like
I don't know about you guys, but I've been called a scammer once. I found it amusing.
But if I was to scam you, you know who to track down. So, like, if I was to build some scam platform, I'm easily suable. Like, my name, it's right there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I just replied back and I said, thanks for your comment. Have a nice day. All the best.
Marlon, don't worry. I've been called a lot worse things than scammer. And ask me if I'm bothered.
Yeah. Because I know if I started spitting bullets back, it just would have just went on and on and on.
Right.
Getting
Yeah.
nowhere.
Yeah, sometimes not commenting at all is even the best comment,
Yeah.
you know. You just don't feed into it, you know. But
Yeah, actually, if there's something that you really
I
hate
found
the
it quite
world
amusing.
seeing
Oh, that's a
and
first.
getting pushed, like
Bye,
this,
everybody.
yeah, see
Right,
you
bye,
later,
Nikki.
Nikki.
Bye, Nikki.
Bye, Nikki.
Yeah, if there's some like that's what I find funny. There's so many people that complain about something and they're like, "Oh, this shouldn't be here. Like, you shouldn't be putting this in public and that sort of stuff." And it's like, well, hang on, you comment and it makes another 10 people see it.
Right,
like,
exactly.
Yeah.
If you don't feed the algorithm, it won't work.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple.
I don't know whether you guys have noticed, but I've changed my attitude with comments towards scammers and spammers, because now I say, yes, we don't like spammers on Webtalk, but if you'd like to learn how to post properly and how to use Webtalk properly, please ask and I'll help you.
I blocked someone the other day, but before I blocked them, I replied to the comment. I said, I'm going to block you. I recommend anyone that sees a comment like this, block them and report them. But for now, I will do that soon, just leaving this up for a bit so people to see. And
I saw that.
Because it's so much, they're not checking the notifications. They're just doing it so much. But yeah, I think I'll do that. But as long as people read my reply before they sign up to their thing, that's another thing I wrote. I
didn't see that. Yeah, that's good.
Most people that spam, they don't know, they're unaware of that they're marketing the wrong way. I know when I first started online, I was spamming all over the place. You know,
I don't see a problem with spamming if it's like a post. Like
spamming
if you're posting it, that's okay. But when you go to someone else's post, no, it's not good. Or like if you're doing it in the group and it's just irrelevant to the group, that's not good. But if it's like on Facebook, I don't understand why you can't do 10 posts a day about a product if that group is about a product, like about selling your products. So yeah.
Well, I mean, my understanding of spamming is that it's when you're commenting on somebody else's post to promote your own thing.
Right.
You know, if we was to put a thumbnail like how to scam people, we'll have a lot of people watch us.
That would be true.
Maybe we should do it. Let's all do that tomorrow.
How to scam people.
Scam masters.
Yeah. Scammasters.com.
All right. We ended up. We're going to end up talking too much. And all right. Thanks, everyone, for watching and anyone that's going to watch.
Thanks for tuning in,
everybody.
everybody.
Louisa, I'll see you on
Thanks, everyone.
Yes.
Tuesday. Is it 2
exactly.
p.m. or 3 p.m. Kiwi time?
Yeah. See you.
For your live stream interview.
All right. Ending it now. See you all.